Right, it's just gone 12:30, and it's the midday report. Brought to you by me, KC Caro, certified mother, and welcome to it, the platform to be. Many of you waiting for it. It's the midday report. It's just gone 12:31 on the button. Welcome to it. If you're new, log in, log on. Let's have a chat. We have an interesting conversation today. Something that people have been asking me about. Quite a few people, but we're going to get to that. Marcus Naidu, how are you? Rajan Carry Singh. I like that surname. I'm going to investigate that surname. Carry Singh. There are definitely no Carry Singhs in India. There's a Carry Singh in India. I'm going to shave every hair on my body. I don't know how you got that name. I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying I'd like to find out where this Carry Singh came from. Wendy Swanell got, not only does she have data, she's got electricity. Load shedding stopped as of today. Am I right, guys? I think load shedding is off since today. Until Thursday. I think I'm correct there. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Anil Ajoda, how are you? Edwin Tans. Keshni Salai joins us. I'm going to see Keshni tomorrow. And Theo Padiachi, how are you? Are you off today? Denver George says, Sup KC, how are you doing? And yeah, welcome to it. Today's show brought to you by Alpha Logistics. Alan Deeplal there and his site tippers will sort you out if you're site tipping some stuff. Neelan Krishnasamy says, how's it, Mother? Good afternoon and welcome. And yeah, Jane Governor, hello. Wendy Swanell. Right, we have an interesting conversation and we have a guest joining us on the line from the Chatsworth Taxi Association. The PRO is going to be joining us. Right, let me just get that fixed up for you there. Right, we're good to go. Welcome to the channel. Theo says, night shift tomorrow. Vinesh Rajpal says, hi. Azad Vinesh, how are you? Welcome to the platform. Where's my shad? Vanessa Jagru, ready? How are you? Vanessa Jagru, you are the Jagru. You no longer the Jagru. You're a ready. Please drop the Jagru and just say you're Vanessa ready. I have Wi-Fi KC, but not when we load shed. Yeah, I know that. I know. Wendy Swanell. Right. Also, if you're looking to get your, if you haven't done your will, quite a few people have contacted me now, wanting to sort their wills out. And many of them never had a will in their 50s now, never had a will. I've got three guys out of the 5 in their 50s with no will in place. Are you one of those culprits with no will in place? And you don't have to wait till you're 40, 50 years old to get a will. Even if you're 25 years, yeah, I mean, you've got assets, you got your cars, you own property. Yeah, get a will in place. Why not? And especially if you're married and you have kids, you know the feeling only when interested topics. Know the feeling. It says Shirley Ready. Right, guys. The topic for discussion for today is an article I saw in the Chatsworth tabloid, by the way. Well done to the tabloid for exposing this. This is the article there. Lift clubs forced out of Chatsworth. Mandla says, greetings. Pity you have a busy day. Don't watch your show. I won't watch your show. Sorry, Mandla, but we'll chat soon. There we go. Lift clubs forced out of Chatsworth. Now, I'm getting the PRO on. He's got a bit of vehicle trouble. I just spoke to him. He's going to join us just now and give us some clarity. However, from the article in the Rising Sun, what we can gather, and please stick to the topic, guys. We're going to stick to this topic only for this afternoon discussion. The Chatsworth Taxi Association, and this is a Chatsworth Taxi Association Chatsworth Taxi Association Initiative. It's a Chatsworth Taxi Association Initiative. Chatsworth Taxi Association Initiative. They've taken this initiative because they say there is a decline in their income, decline in their revenue, decline in their business. And this is due to other vehicles. They mentioned 7-seater vehicles in particular that are transporting people, the Uber vehicles, are taking away business from them. So from the article, what I have gathered is that they have formed a special task team going out to areas, stopping vehicles, giving them notice and notifications about what is happening. Letitia, I can't open that link you're sending me, advising them that they shouldn't be doing this. Basically, and they've said they've used non-violent methods to stop this Lift Club story happening, and but they have been stopping vehicles and putting pamphlets through the windows or giving them pamphlets, trying to educate them. Apparently, they even had a meeting with a certain number of people that are doing this. They do mention the 7-seater vehicles, like the Avanzas that are big in Johannesburg that I know of. So, however, they have stopped other private vehicles. But here's the interesting part. Metro Police do not support this initiative. In fact, Metro Police have labeled it illegal for a member of the public, which is the Taxi Association, stopping vehicles, acting like law enforcement officers on the road, stopping vehicles, questioning them, handing out their pamphlets and all of that. Metro Police is quite clear that this is an illegal practice on behalf of the Taxi Association. So we're going to seek clarity on that. We're going to speak to Mr. Bashir Ismail, the PRO. They seem to be adamant, I think, from what I gather, to continue this practice. They believe these vehicles are hurting their business. So comment stop. I'm not sure whether you are still online. So guys, give me a thumbs up if you are still getting the feed and all of that. So let's get all of Bashir Ismail from the Taxi Association, from the Chatsworth Taxi. Thank you, Wendy Swanel. Thank you so much. I see the comments coming through. I appreciate that. We're going to speak to, I did chat to him earlier, Bashir Ismail from the Chatsworth Taxi Association Initiative. Right, so that's what is happening. Thank you for the thumbs up. I know the comments are coming through. Bashir did say he was having vehicle problem, but let's get a hold of him now. Maybe he'll take my call and we'll chat to him, get his version, what they're doing. Public can be advised. And yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bashir. You are live on my platform. We've got a couple of hundred people listening to you. I hope you can chat with me now that your vehicle problems are a bit resolved.
All right.
Right. First of all, thank you for agreeing to join me. I appreciate it. You are the PRO of Chatsworth Taxi Association.
Correct. You're welcome.
Right. Bashir, give us an idea of what, in terms of the Taxi Association, you see. Obviously, I read the article in the tabloid. People have been contacting me saying what is going on. I'll allow you a few minutes for you just to educate the viewers what is going on.
All right. Let me just put in a picture. Just when the pandemic started, this evil started again. There are guys that are maybe will be 5-7-seaters like that and goes, Avanza, Fusos, or whatever. You get them punching out. And have decided on their own. But listen, let's carry passengers for reward. Let's take them to the place of work, to their destination, and make money for ourselves at our cost. Simple as that. So we put a program in place whereby we say, hey, you guys are at home, come to us, we'll explain you the rules, we'll explain you the regulations, go and try at least, to make yourself think that there are processes. But in the interim, you need to stop your illegal activity. Simple. The community itself has no issue, no problem at all. They traveling to work in their private cars and did whatever. They're really not interested in any way at all. Simple as that.
Okay, so let me just understand this for myself, and probably the listeners want to ask the same question. Your issue is in particular with these 7-seater vehicles. Is that right?
Yeah, and greater. There are a few greater people as well.
There are a few what? Few?
A greater, some are carrying 10, some are 12 seaters.
Oh, the great taxis. Okay, so you're saying these guys now have specifically bought these vehicles. they're not necessarily going to places of work. They're transporting people around making money.
Correct.
So, and those are the people that you are actually targeting.
That's our job. That's our job.
Okay. So, right. Obviously, thank you for clarifying that. That obviously would be something to concern you because they are obviously eating into your business. I understand that quite clearly. But let's take a normal guy. He's working in a town. He has a normal 4-seater car, and he is taking passengers to work, or lift club, shall I say? Because that's what the article. I think that's what the misleading article says, that they are lift clubs are being stopped in Chatsworth. So I have a lift club. I've got 3 people traveling with me. I go to Durban every day. Do you have a problem with those people?
Can you define lift club for me?
Lift club means my 3 friends of ours, we travel together. 1 week I use my car, the next week he uses his car, the following week he uses other car, something like that. Or I have a car and I've got 3 guys and they travel with me to work because we work in the same place.
And you collect their money, of course. Don't be being free.
Of course.
So, you carry passengers for reward. That's our job.
Right.
But, you speak about lift club, please. Everybody's throwing this word around as if that word is so cheap. There's procedure. There's rules. There's regulations involved as far as lift club is concerned. Every lift club has an permit with him, limiting him to do what he is. In the absence of that, it's illegal.
Right.
Simple as that.
Okay. No, I hear you, Mr. Bashir. I'm trying to understand you from the lift club point of view. So let's leave the 7-seaters. I'm all for that. We'll come back to that lift club issue just for clarity. Do you guys have a task team out and stopping vehicles on the road and checking for this?
As you say, I've read the newspaper, so you might have read. We are sitting about the robot of peak time where there's traffic, so that we don't have to pull anybody off and stop anybody. They automatically stop at the red light, and we are handing over those items which they came to the meeting. Those matters have been all resolved now. Meetings are finished, everything is over. They've given us undertaking that they will stop by the 3rd of October.
So when you say they, you've identified a certain group of people that are doing this.
All the illegal operations have these Avantes, there's Suzuki's, and Peugeots, and whatever names you find around that are 7 Jackson goes.
Okay, all right. So I just want, and you understand, we also need to appease the general public that the Metro Police came out clearly and said that you guys can't be stopping vehicles and handing out your flowers or even chatting to them as to what they're doing, because that is in fact an illegal practice.
All right. So as from tomorrow, the city police must introduce all these people who are being pamphlet at the robo for sale items at the tire shop and the supermarket. You must stop them.
No, Mr. Ismail, there's no way that I'm fighting with you at the moment. I'm giving you what the police have said in the report. So I'm asking you because
if it's illegal to hand out a pamphlet at a robot where a guy stops himself because of traffic, and a guy that's standing there with a pamphlet from whatever tire company and selling tire and gives to you, you've taken a lot of them, you know that.
100%.
Illegal also.
100%. No, I agree with you. So what you're saying is there's an allegation.
That means I'm right.
Yes, correct. What I'm asking is that they are saying that, or there was in the paper, it says that the task team is like stopping and pulling vehicles over. That is not the case according to you.
No, that's an exaggeration.
That's an exaggeration. So even if the members of the public see somebody trying to pull them over and stop them, they shouldn't stop because there is no reason for them to stop for anyone.
Correct. We took advantage of that to say that peak time and the robot, we said we planned this.
Okay. So thank you. That makes sense.
Also, these illegal operators have come to the meetings that we have had from the 13th of September right up to the 2nd of September. All have given our undertaking. In presence of Metro Police, in presence of CPF members, all have conceded that they were illegal.
Okay. So just to be clear for the public, you guys are saying you're not stopping anyone and pulling them over. So if they do find someone like that, they don't need to stop because there's no reason for them to stop. The only place you were handing out pamphlets was at robos where vehicles are already stopped, correct?
Correct.
So you haven't been breaking the law. So the police are also right. If you were doing that, then that would be illegal, but you're not pulling people.
We would have been arrested. They would have been charged. There's nothing.
100%. Right. So the 7-seaters, we're okay with that. The great taxis, I'm okay with that. But a point of concern for me, I must say this and say this to you, is this lift club.
What do you mean when you say the okay. What do you mean by the thing? Okay with that?
No, come again. Which part?
You just said just now the 7 seaters. Okay with that? There's something.
No, I'm saying I'm happy with your explanation. What you gave me about the 7 seaters and the grey taxis.
All right, that's perfect.
Yeah, that you have a problem with those people and you are addressing that issue with those people. They obviously.
Can I ask you a question, please, Mr. What should I call you?
Casey, Bashir. Casey is fine.
Same thing. All right, you live in Chatsworth, you have a lovely house. There's pavement in front of your house. You know that?
Right.
Municipal pavement.
Right.
My brother comes there tomorrow and puts a little shanty right on the pavement, which is not your property, it belongs to municipality.
Right.
He builds a house. What are you going to do?
Well, I'll object it, of course.
What would you do?
I'll object to it, yeah.
Well, you just object. How you going to object? Hey, nobody's going to listen to you.
Well, first I'll object, yeah. Then you're asking me, so obviously.
You will go there and ask him, please. You'll do it the decent manner, but please remove yourself. You have no right here.
Oh, okay, you mean that? Yes, correct, yeah. Well, object means with him as well, yeah. I'm objecting to.
Papers from the municipality granting him authority to build a little room there on your pavement. Can you do anything?
Yeah. No, I'm not following that your argument. What I'm agreeing with you in what you're saying. I'm agreeing.
What I'm saying, sir. If you are legal, we have no issue with you. Please continue your journey of providing the people with a very essential service.
100%.
But if you are illegal, in the absence of any documentation, any permit or operating license, you are illegal, you must stop your operation. That is all we say.
Okay. No, I'm with you there, Mr. Ismail. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
But where I am now, I'm going to ask you this. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Okay, I thought you. Where I am with you now, in terms of a guy, this practice, as you well know, has been happening for years on years, where people have cars, they travel to work together, and yes, they do charge for doing that, but that's been a normal practice for years. It's been an accepted practice in inverted commas to continue. Yes, the law doesn't come and ask you to produce that. I'm sure every policeman, from the president to everyone, knows that people travel to work and pay for this fee. This has been happening for years, and the lift clubs. Are you now, Mr. Bashir, going to try now and come and tackle these people who earn a living, pay for their cars, provide a service, who've been doing it for years on end, and the taxi industry had no issue? Why bring it up now? Why make an issue with it now? Won't you just leave those guys alone?
I think in my open statement, you must have realized or heard that I said ever since the pandemic, these 7 seats, they're talking that you are something totally different. A guy got 2 people in the sky. He's praying whether he charged them or not, we don't know. But if we come to know, it's illegal. We are specifically targeting these 7, 8, 10, 11, 12 seats, whatever. That you can go over the counter and any company, any firm and buy it without a deposit and come make money in cash. We're talking about that.
Right. Okay, great. No, I'm just, Mr. Bashir, you understand public, sometimes if they read the article, they don't read the whole thing. So I am only trying to make sure we have clarity. We don't want the taxi industry relies on the people in Chatsworth, the commuters. That's why we have to have a balance, and we have to we work.
But like I said, my friend, you are a reporter or a news former or whatever. You say community, we use that term community. It's not a community. It's these 5, 10, 15, 20 illegal guys that use media like you, the telephone, and whatever they have at their disposal to cover their illegal activities. So
right. So let me.
The community at large has no issue. In fact, we were commented by some people at the phone office said, yes, because my daughter took a 7-seater, the father dropped everybody, and he wanted to take my daughter. You can put in the balance.
Right. Okay. Let me be clear about something. And I said to you at the outset, I even said I spoke to Colin, I'm not here to fight with you or the taxi industry. I'm not here. No, your comment about whoever put me up to call you is uncalled for, because the comment came from members of the public who are normal members. Said, Casey, have you heard of what's happening with this? I got a car. I'm concerned for what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to make sure we have clarity that a normal guy who's got a car, he's got a lift club, he's got 4 passengers or 3 passengers in his car, it's a 4-seater, he goes to work, he's got no issue with you, you'll have no issue with him.
But like I said, please don't take that as an official remark. If we find out he's getting them.
Correct. So what you're saying, what you are saying, which is in terms of the police, there is, if you're carrying passengers for gain, then you have to have documents in your car to say that you must follow the legal process. Am I right, Mr.? That's
so simply said and so simply understood. Even an Afrikaner would know that English.
Right. So they have to get it. Of course, if I am traveling with 4 people, 3 passengers in my car, Mr. Bashir, and a law enforcement officer comes over to me and asks me, are you charging these passengers? I'm going to say, no, officer, I do not charge these people. They do not pay me for it. He said, well, carry on, Dad, no problem. Am I right, Mr. Bashir?
Yeah, but you know when you'll be caught on, my good friend? When the unfortunate situation of an accident.
Yeah.
And some of you people lose their limb, their leg, or even their life. Your poor destitute family would be there getting not a penny.
Yeah, sure. Well, look, Mr. Bashir, you will accept that in today's climate and wherever, people are using all sorts of, if we talk about the law, there are many ways the law is not being observed, even by the taxi industry itself. Law is bent, law is broken. So people have a right also to try and make a living, try and survive. And we all should try and ensure that that happens in every possible. I'm sure the guy knows if the situation arises and he's in that problem, he will have to face those consequences. Everybody understands that. But we all are trying to make a living.
I understand. Can you adopt the very same principle what you are talking about to us? The very same principle.
Of course, no. I don't have a problem with what you're saying, Mr. Bashir. The 7-seaters, the grey taxis, the illegal guys that you are trying to clamp down on, I have absolutely no problem with that.
Thank you. Tell the community and the public.
Well, no, the community.
Please stop it.
Yeah, well, I don't speak to the entire community, but I have people who are watching me. If I've educated them, there are few less people who will think anything of the taxi industry. They'll understand what's happening. I'm only educating the people that I have. The tabloid does the work, the other papers do the work, and we all have a role to play.
Yes. No, I appreciate your call. I appreciate you trying to educate the community exactly what's happening. But like I said, I want to say it through your media, as much as they call you, as much as they call the Rising Sun and whatever newspaper to give their issues, call us at the office, please. We also have an office. Please advertise our number after this talk.
Give me a number, the official number, Mr. Bashir, of the Taxi Association. 031, the number for you saying that they must call 031 400 52
78.
Mr. Bashir, thank you so much for that. Also, like in the same token, leave that issue now. Members of the public who have problem with taxis, drivers, conductors, they can address these issues with you as well. So you obviously want to put things like that right if there are such issues.
Yeah, this is not something you did doing it for the past 30 years with us.
No, like some, for sure. But I'm saying some people, we're just saying it again. We know numbers are everywhere. People don't know it as well. I'm just making sure that they can come to you. I've known you for many years as well. I think if anything is untoward, you are most willing to help and assist to make sure we all get on.
100%, sir. We are doing our best as the executive of the association under my leadership of my chairman, Mr. Naidu. We are trying to do everything lawful. Like you said, we invite Sky, they came over. It is all lawfully. But otherwise, that's not the taxi method, and you know it.
100%. Mr. Bashir, thank you so much. I know you've been in the taxi industry for over 110 years now.
It's been 112 today.
You've been around a long time, Mr. Bashir. Thank you so much for your service to the taxi industry, for taking my call. Whenever I need clarity, I'm going to come to you. You give me the right version. That will be the best thing.
You are most welcome, sir.
All right. Have a fantastic day.
Right.
Thanks, Mr. Bashir. That was, guys, Bashir Ismail. He's the PRO of the Chatsworth Taxi Association. So just getting you some clarity on that matter, yeah. So that's why you're on purpose of doing illegal taxi. Chatsworth. Right. So listen, that's Mr. Bashir Ismail. He's the PRO of the Taxi Association. So to clarify, there have been, since the pandemic, many grey vehicles, grey taxis, they call them, VWs or whatever, and those other Peugeots or Venzas, 7-seaters, they are going on and obviously eating into the taxi industry. Look, the lift clubs and all of that are legal/illegal, in inverted commas. You need to get certification. It's nothing difficult in terms of metro. But I really don't think many people are doing that. They are just living in. It's been going on for 30, 50 years and all of that. Right, even when somebody had a bicycle, you're taking a passenger with him to work on the bicycle, So been around so long, So guys, what he's saying is they're not coming after you if you're traveling in the road. Allegations of them being pulled over, he says, is not true. If it was, it's illegal according to Metro Police. Nobody is allowed to pull you over, ask you questions, and do all that sort of thing. And that it's more in the public domain now than you know what's happening. He's given out the number there, 400-5278. Somebody can put it up. Charmaine Pillay says, thanking God I've never been in a taxi in 50 years. Well, Charmaine, I also don't take public transport, and in many ways I'm grateful for that. But of course, we have to understand that it is a means of transport for other people who are depend on public transport. Pat Mali says, Donovan George 100% disagree because the taxi does not provide the service. Well, I don't want to engage in too much with Mr. and antagonize Mr. Bashir Ismail. Look, some of the time they come out being defending themselves. I don't want him to defend the taxi industry. I want him to be open and honest what he says. The taxi industry sounds like, yeah, then before the call, says Khalid. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I hope that brought some clarity. Please share this feed, guys, with and understand people. Sometimes people hear information and go about it the wrong way, but the fear is paramount. So there we go. That's the taxi industry losing money. By the way, everybody has an opinion of the taxi industry. Maybe it's true that the thugs that they want. I mean, they lose when you start losing money. Now you look at other avenues, but of course he's right that if somebody is encroaching on your territory, if somebody is deliberately encroaching on your territory, then you must take action. That I have no problem with. If they're going after others who've been doing it for years as taking people to work, then I would have a serious issue with that as well. Right. So with that, we reach the end of the program. Today's show brought to you by Alpha Logistics and KC Consulting. If you would like to get on my platform and have your adverts on my platform, which also supports me. And by the way, I do have a monthly membership for about $79.99 per month. Let's take a call from Colin. Colin? No problem. Sorry? I'll send you the link. It's on my platform now. Thanks, Colin. Cheers. Bye. Bye. So that was Colin. He's the head of the Taxi Association. He wants me to send him the link to this video. But thank you very much to Colin. And look, the taxi industry as well. I've been involved in the taxi industry, by the way. When I tell you my life story, you get the good guys, you get the bad guys, you get the idiots, as in everywhere. But thankfully, Chatsworth Taxi Association, we don't really hear too much of bad elements or bad vibes. Colin is the head of the taxi, so he's taken my call. He's called me back. So if anything happens, we have a direct line to find out what's going on. So guys, make sure you go to the taxi industry, find out. Bashir is there. There's an office there. If something happens, they're willing to deal with your problem. If nothing happens there, then maybe come to me. We can ask them and always find a way around it. The taxi industry and the people, the commuters, obviously need to have a great relationship. They are inextricably linked. So let's keep it that way. But thank you so much for joining me on the Midday Report. It's just gone 12:58, 12:59, almost 1 o'clock. We've done 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to our guest, Bashir Ismail, who's 112 years now with the taxi industry. Started when he was 20 years old, so you know how old Bashir is. But he's still there doing his job. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you tonight on the Late Night Report. Until then, keep it modern. The name is KC Caro. I'm out.